Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an advanced Dungeons and Dragons advice video, although it really could be for any tabletop role-playing game. I'm titling this one Poor Character Choices. Before I get into this though, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you could hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content on all of your social media platforms, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. And check me out over on Rumble for my political commentary and weekly current events. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page on Amazon.com. I have a variety of stuff there, including Outlaw Trails, the tabletop role-playing game. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there. Outlaw Trails is a tabletop role-playing game of the Old West. I've got a number of videos about it on my channel. Check those out. If you enjoy a quick and simple tabletop role-playing game that you can play with family and friends virtually indefinitely, check out Outlaw Trails. All right, here we go. Poor character choices. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for almost 50 years. In a few months, it will be 5 decades. I started in 1976. It has been a hell of a ride. I've had so much fun. One of the most important choices, and I've played a variety of other tabletop role-playing games as well. I'm a tabletop aficionado, as it were. One of the most important choices a player can make when joining a new campaign is the character class and alignment. Players want their player characters to work well together and get along. It is a team game. If the choice of character class and alignment is kept secret from the other players, if the player creating the character for the game doesn't know anything about the other characters, then mishaps like that are not the player's fault. It's an honest mistake. This video is about situations where the players are aware of all the other player character choices, and they still manage to make the most asinine and idiotic player character choices imaginable, which precipitate the downfall of a game. I did a video recently about players insisting on excessive drama or ridiculous detriments for their characters. This is not about that. This is about players intentionally creating characters that will have adverse reactions to other characters which they know are already in the group. And this happens a lot more than people, especially dungeon masters, would like to admit. As a dungeon master, I like to say I can run anyone in any game. Okay, and that's a hell of a thing for a dungeon master or any game master to say. I've been doing this a long time. I like to think I can, but sometimes players make it tough. That's all I'm saying. Here are a few examples. My friend Donald rolled up a lawful good paladin in a party full of thieves, evil fighters, evil clerics, and one necromancer. He knew all of this. He did this on purpose. Yeah, he lasted 1 game session. My friend David rolled up a magic user in a party full of barbarians. It was a barbarian game. He knew that. Again, he lasted 1 game session. As I recall, he was the guy that... No, it was a different one that wanted to do that. I'm sorry. I digress. My friend Bobby rolled up a thief in a party full of paladins. Yeah. He fled the group, and the player had to make up a new character. My friend Larry rolled up a paladin of Asmodeus in a group full of good player characters, including 2 clerics and a paladin of Vishnu. He fought for his life and did not last the game session. When I was in the Air Force, I played in my friend Art's game. Art ran a wonderful game. He's a great DM. He's a good friend. He does a really, really great game. One of the players had a shady fighter type which nobody really got along with. He turned out to be an ill-rigger, an evil paladin, and tried to turn us all over to the devil which he worshipped. The group took care of him forthwith, and the player got mad and quit. Yeah. When you create a player character, any character, always ask if the player character idea you have will fit in with the rest of the group. Sometimes a dungeon master will want a diverse set of alignments and character classes like paladins, thieves, necromancers for a specific mission. Those are rare, but they do occur. Your dungeon master should be able to tell you if this character, class, or alignment will work in their game. Dungeons and Dragons is a team game, after all, as I've said many times, and it doesn't really work well if the player characters fight each other. As I said before, this advice can be translated into any tabletop role-playing game. I had a friend of mine in Heroes Unlimited who wanted to run a diabolic mutant whose whole thing was to take over the world, and he ran that he intentionally ran that character in a group of really, really good people who were out trying to save the world. It didn't work. He died pretty quick. I had a player character. I was running an Outlaw Trails game a while back, and I had a player character who wanted to rob banks in a group of people who were working as bounty hunters. Yeah, he robbed one bank and had a pretty good haul. And then he found out that the bounty hunters were going to turn him in, so he fled. The bounty hunters chased him down, killed him, and got the bounty. You got to have a character that fits in with the group. Now, if the whole group would have been bounty hunters who were looking for a quick payoff and were okay with doing shady stuff, robbing a bank would have been okay. That wasn't the kind of characters they were. You have to have a character that fits in with the group. Otherwise, you can be different. That's fine. You can be anatomically different, as long as the characters can morally get along. Okay? And that may not be alignment, it may be a character class type thing, paladins and thieves per se, or paladins and assassins kind of thing will not get along. But a thief with a heart of gold that a paladin can see some good in might work. But yeah, you're really pushing it. That's what I'm saying. The characters have to get along. It is a team game. Every tabletop role-playing game is a team game. They have to be able to get along. It's that simple. And creating a character that is diametrically opposed in some way to the rest of the group is not the dungeon master's fault if you die. Period. Keep that in mind. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all.